And today we are going to be dealing with two contractors. I'd like to start by inviting Mr. Zhong Jiang, Managing Director of CGC, to come forward and deliver his commitment.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Dr. Enzowo Nielsen Wike, CON. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great honor to stand before you today at the flag-off ceremony for the integrated solar street lighting project in Abuja under the Light Up Abuja program. This initiative is a direct outcome of the spirit of cooperation fostered at Beijing Summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. This project originates from the Memorandum of Understanding signed by His Excellency, the Honorable Minister, within two contractors during his visit to China. Back in Beijing, the Minister outlined a clear vision for enhancing into reality. We are honored to be your partner in Light Up Abuja, a program that means greater security, vibrant nighttime economies, and an improved quality of life for all residents. Leveraging our proven expertise and long-standing commitment to Nigeria, we pledge to deliver this project to highest standards. In that spirit, we hereby commit to the FCTA that those lights will be successfully delivered before the 3rd anniversary of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's inauguration, and in time for the 5th anniversary of the creation of Abuja. The true essence of the Light Up Abuja program lies in its contribution to public welfare. These solar lights will brighten expressway and neighborhoods, fostering safety, security, and opportunity during the night. They stand as beacons of hope, progress, and a better tomorrow for every resident. As we look to the future, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to FCTA. Under the strong leadership of the Honorable Minister, for your trust and partnership, we will deploy our best resources to ensure this project makes Abuja shine even brighter, setting a benchmark for sustainable urban development. Thank you. May this project illuminate not only the street of Abuja, but also the enduring path of friendship between Nigeria and China. Thank you.
Mr. Zhong Jiang, Managing Director of CGC, has made his commitment to high standard of delivery and has expressed his gratitude to the FCT Minister and the FCT administration for giving them the opportunity and for trusting them. As you all know, the Honorable Minister and his team will hold them accountable in 6 months. May I now invite Mr. Guang Shuai, Managing Director of CCECC, to deliver his commitment.
Not on the program.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, sorry.
It's just a simple commitment.
Sorry, thank you. Sorry, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, Enzo Nielsen Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Muhammad, all our senators from National Assembly and Vice Chairman of APC from South-South, and all the other distinguished guests, welcome and good afternoon. Sorry, actually I didn't prepare to deliver these remarks, but today I still want to use this opportunity to thank Your Excellency Nielsen Wike to deliver or to plan this project for our Abuja city. This project actually is around it captures all the major area of Abuja. Just as Madam mentioned, light is very important to our lives. And I want to thank Your Excellency because it's not only light. This work, what we delivered to us, is not only the street light. We delivered the ways to solve the problem of how to solve the power supply or lighting problem. Actually, it's because of the vision of Your Excellency. So we choose and use solar energy to solve it. By the way, what I can see is not only light, it's also the vision to FCT, to our city. So actually, I don't want to explain or talk too much about the work. I want to thank you again, Your Excellency, the Honourable Minister. Thank you for bringing this light and vision and actually hope to FCT. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, the CCECC representative, for that short intervention. And of course, again, gratitude to the Honorable Minister. And he says this is not just light, but it's also lifestyle for improving the people of the FCT citizens and residents, as well as tourists who will come into Abuja and they can see for themselves what the FCT administration is doing. We thank you once more for your intervention. I would like to mention that we have the area council chairman here, as usual, to support the Honorable Minister, Honorable Abubakar Umar Abaji, Honorable Christopher May Kalangu, AMAC, Dr. John Gabaya Buhari, Honorable Abdullahi Suleiman Sabo Kuje, Honorable Danladi Chia Kwali. We thank you for always being there. And also, as chief beneficiaries of a lot of the work that the FCT administration is doing, it's good to see you provide that requisite support, the inspiration to be here and to let your communities know the work that is going on as has never been done before. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, only recently I visited an office establishment where the receptionist looked uninterested in her job. When I asked her if she liked her job, she shrugged. I had to ask her if she enjoyed her job, and she had no answer. A receptionist is the face of any organization. She clearly was a failed receptionist and was not grateful for her job. To be thankful is to cherish one's job and to do it well. It is grace to have a job. It is a gift to be alive, and it is good to be thankful. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing the Ashwebi for the interment of my former teacher and an uncle, the late Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Communication, the late Chief Auduogbe, to honor him today. Our lives are a gift from God, and we must always be thankful for our lives. To be healthy is a gift. Our lives are a testimony to our thankfulness, and FCT understands that. Everyone is here through a bonus arrival in support for their numerous projects, and they don't take it for granted because you could have been doing something else. But you chose to be here today because of your love, not only for the work that is ongoing, but also for the leadership of the FCT administration. Let us thank all of you for coming to do this all the time, friends and stakeholders and staff. It is time now to invite the woman whose role is in the gratitude quotient and is always stellar, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood.
Thank you very much, Madam Eugenia. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory Administration, Chief Dr. Barrister Ezemoyel Sunwiki, CON, Mr. Project, Honorable members of the National Assembly that are here, both former and serving, top-ranking members of political parties that are here, former Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, our mothers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. It is with great honor I stand before you to appreciate everyone that have gathered here to witness another important and significant project. That's the plug-up of the installation of the integrated hybrid solar lightning in the districts of Abuja and some expressways under the Light Up Abuja project lot 1 and 2. Today, we are not just flagging up a project, but we are bringing light where there was darkness. We are bringing safety where there were fears. We are also bringing hope where there were doubts. Today's project is beyond. It's more than just solar poles and panels, but it's a promise that Abuja continue to shine day and night. We thank Almighty for giving us this opportunity and all the blessings. To His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, we say thank you for giving us this opportunity. We say thank you for the vision of safer and greener FCT and Nigeria. To His Excellency, Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Ezemoyel Sunwiki, we say thank you, Your Excellency, for your unwavering commitment and also guidance always. We thank you, Your Almighty Sir. We thank you, Honorable Sir. We also thank our hard-working engineers, contractors, and all the expert teams on ground. Your dedication is turning a plan into a reality. And the biggest thank you goes to the entire people of FCT, and also congratulations to them. Because this project, as it has been mentioned, is not just about lightning. It's for child that reads at night. It's for workers that stay a little bit longer in their various places of work and returning home safely. It is also about families that deserve a peace of mind after a sunset. So for all of us, please and please, let us utilize this wisely and let us protect this important project. We have to work together to protect it. We have to work together towards a greener, safer, and most prosperous Federal Capital Territory and the nation. Thank you for coming. May God bless you all.
As always, the Honorable Minister of State has ensured that she takes in everybody in block to ensure that nobody is taken for granted. Every single person that is here is truly recognized and welcome. We thank you all. Thank you, Honorable Minister of State. Let's give her another round of applause, please. While I was away briefly, as you heard, I was bereaved and I had some commitments. I have made my explanation, but I'm glad to be back with the family. I watched with keen interest while I was away, wherever I was, either on my phone or on my laptop, the many flag-offs within the FCT, galvanized in chief by a man who says, I want people to see the work His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing across the FCT. The work is His Excellency's work. We are just agents. For great effect, this Honorable Minister mobilizes the media for live coverages, live streaming, and reportage. And indeed, everyone can see, and this includes, according to him, every bystander, every citizen, locally and internationally, admirers, and everyone in between. And according to this barrister at law, those who do not even want to see the good works in the FCT, supported significantly by His Excellency, because the FCT is breaking new grounds, the Wike-led FCT administration is renewing the hope of all and sundry. Citizens, residents, and communities. Has anyone ever wondered how the FCT minister, Ezenwo Wike, remembers baggy names and FCT names when he stands here? He just mentions one road and he calls it as if he used to live there for many years. It's incredible, pronouncing them like his homestead. Any wonder he has multiple titles from the FCT communities, across board, multiple chief, barrister at law, politician, administrator, a man of great wit and strategy. Join me as I bring up the FCT minister, Ezenwo Wike.
Your Excellencies, distinguished senators, and members of the House of Representatives that are here, the Honorable Minister of FCT State, Chairman, National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, National Vice Chairman of APC South-South, Area Council Chairman that are here, the managing directors and staff of CCECC and CGC companies, the Chief of Staff, the Acting Head of Service, Chairman, Civil Service Commission of the FCT, Permanent Secretaries, Mandate Secretaries, Heads of Security Agencies, Traditional Rulers, their beautiful market women, their youths, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today's event is a very difficult one. Difficult in the sense that this is one project, though it's very important, but has given us a lot of headache. Headache not in the conceptualization, but headache how it will work. Knowing in this country, people are always sabotaging efforts of government. So it has been a sense of concern for me and my team. But we felt that we must take up the challenge. We must take up the challenge. When we came on board August 2023, one thing anybody who visits Abuja or who resides in Abuja will identify is that totally almost 80% of the entire city is darkness. Two, there was this issue of insecurity when we came on board. And so we are trying to see how do we tackle this issue. If we continue to leave Abuja in darkness, obviously insecurity will increase. So we decided to do what we can and what was available. Everything is there, sabotage, cables have been removed, poles have been vandalized. Every time you see paper coming in, maintenance of street lights, spending money. And I said, when are we going to stop this? Sometimes you run into the airport to receive Mr. President, everywhere is dark. And of course, as somebody whose responsibility it is to solve these problems, it became for us nightmare. to having minor migrants. And so in 2024, we decided to travel with Mr. President to Beijing. There in Beijing, we signed an agreement with these two companies, CGC and CCCC. We signed two with CGC, one to provide water in the satellite towns, which is ongoing, and one to help in terms of lighting up Abuja. While we signed with CCCC just for the lighting up. And I asked them a simple question. How are you going to carry out this? Knowing fully well that there were a lot of sabotage. One thing that attracted me was the fact that they are going to put surveillance fixtures so that if you go and try to vandalize it or try to steal it, they will be able to identify it. And so that issue, I was happy that that area has been solved. If I tell you how much we spend every month, every week, fines, maintenance of this street light, maintenance of this, and to worsen it, these contractors are politicians, are political contractors. You don't even know whom they are. You don't even know where the equipment are. But you keep on paying and paying and paying and paying. And we're not getting any result. So, I said there comes a time, and part of leadership is to take a decision. It doesn't matter whether that decision will favor everybody or not. But let it be a decision that will lead for improvement. Be firm. Be firm. So when we see what to spend in terms of maintenance, and then we don't even see the light. If we are maintaining and the light is there, it's okay for whatever it is. This one you pay for the maintenance, and you drive in the night. I will be calling. I say, look, have you passed this street? There's no light. Yes, we are trying to start maintenance tomorrow. The next day I go out, you see light by 7. By 11 o'clock, everything off. I will call. Are you not aware I've done that? Yes, just this light happened. So problem for me, headache, I will just come back home. I'll say, I'm tired. I said, I'm tired. But I thank God this time around, they have done like maintenance because the two companies will maintain it for 4 or 5 years. And so, I will not see file for maintenance of so to do. Everything has been built in. The companies will have to maintain it for 4 or 5 years. The country have to make sure there's security for it. So for us, as politicians, one fight we will have is that those of them who are original contractors, who now see that, look, it's like the thing will no longer be available, they will not go to the leaders of the various parties. Why will he do this thing now when we are going towards the election period? He knows that people will be angry. But I've always said people must be angry. People will only be angry when things are not done right. When things are done right, people will be happy. So for me, I'm an honorable minister, you have to know that from today, they will call out all sorts of names. Another one will come out, ethnicity will come in. They did it because and the Igbo man who supplied all the cables, and the Igbo man who supplied the generator. And then they will send people to social media, radio, and begin to lambast us. Or some will call in form of religion. Because I'm a Christian, because I'm a Muslim, that's why they stopped all this. Let me assure you, all those things do not mind, they don't care. If you like, post as much you can post in your social media. If you like, consult people to go to television and talk. If you like, call CNN. We have taken a decision, we have taken a decision. Another sabotage will come from the criminals. Another sabotage will come from the criminals. Criminals who not believe that it will be difficult for them to go and steal cables. It will be difficult for them to vandalize the posts, because now there will be security features. They will know it will no longer be easy. It will no longer be business as usual. So they will have their own style of campaign. Let me assure everybody that security agencies will work in synergy with the companies to make sure that this project is being protected. Another area of attack will be those who normally buy these posts. When they vandalize them, they go and sell to them. They come and resell. It is no longer going to be business as usual. So you will also see attack from that area. You will also see attack from the staff of the FCTA, where these files are coming from, where money is being paid, no money will be paid again. And so they will lambast me. They will go and tell their people, go on strike, that they have not paid them for several months. Sorry, there's nothing like that. If we want to do something well for the interest of the nation, let us do it. If for the interest of all of us. I don't know how this country would want to be to host Commonwealth, yet their own city cannot ordinary light in the night. Everywhere will be dark. How does that make us a city? This time around, by the grace of God, in the next 7 months, like I said, with commitment, it will be a different thing. Anybody coming to Abuja, not only will you see good roads, you will see cities being lit up. When you are flying, you go to cities and you begin to wonder how beautiful the cities are. Why? Because of light. But here, immediately you are landing, instead of you to see light, you see what? Darkness. It will no longer be the same by the grace of God. And I want to assure everybody that this job will be done and done very well. And Abuja will be 50 years by February next year. And how will it look? A jubilee year, and then you cannot say that the city is fine, at least by providing the basic life. Security, criminals will run away, because when there's light everywhere, by the time you come to steal or attack, you know that people will see you. They always strive when there is darkness. And so they will also find a way to fight back, to make sure this project does not work. But if there's one project we are determined to achieve, it is this light up Abuja. So I thought to explain this so all of you will know where some of these attacks, this blackmail, propaganda is coming from. Do not bother yourself. If you care to read, read. If you don't care to read, whether I'm bothered, never. When I think about it, it does not. I don't even know it exists. Whether you want to fabricate anything is your business. Fabricate as much as you can. But this work must be done. And I will do it with the support of Mr. President. And that is what is key. So my dear brothers and sisters, I thank you for coming to support us. Look at the number of jobs it will create for our teeming youth. We have 22 days. We have earmarked for flagging off of projects and commissioning. Senator Ali Dume, who just came, I know where you are living, trying to have no street light, but go home and sleep now. There will be street light. That is why each time you are in the Senate, make sure when we ask for $1, increase it to $5. Knowing fully well the money will be utilized. That's what is key. So, thank you for your support, the Senate and the House of Reps. Thank you for our leaders. Each day we go out, you always give us support. It's very, very important. I thank all of you, and I invite you to join us as we flag off the Light Up Abuja. Thank you, and God bless you.
The Honorable Minister proceeds for the flag off. Light up Abuja. A round of applause.
To the glory of God, we have flagged off the Light Up Abuja project and by CCCC and CGC companies. Thank God. And God bless all of us. Thank you.
Time for a photo opportunity, please. Photo opportunity. Thank you very much. We now call for the national anthem from the media.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
Thank you very much. My name is Eugenia Abu. It has been a pleasure to serve. This event has officially closed. the official flag off of the installation of integrated hybrid solar lighting in the districts of Abuja City and expressways under the Light Up Abuja program, lots 1 and 2, Federal Capital Territory.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
Ring the bell for the comedy show. Sheila, the Mike Tyson, 20 years on stage. Featuring Terry Akbala, Fido, Small Doctor, Nasbo, Shagun Johnson, Precious Emmanuel, Jikin Albino, MC Casino, Acapella, Dan the Humorous, Senator, MC Adopikin, MC Shakara, Mr. Tall, ATM Comedian, Wilmau, Jukes the General, and many more. President. Also featuring DJ Jamsmith, DJ Rose, DJ 2 Plus, and DJ Rolex, Hype Man, Hard Vantage, Geek Teju, and Hyenana. Venue, Balmoral Hall, Federal Palace Hotels, Victoria Island, Lagos. Date is Sunday, 5th October 2025. Red carpet 6 p.m. and showtime 7 p.m. Fashion Runway by Remy Classy. Tickets, standard tickets, 20K. Tickets on the table, 250,000 naira. Platinum table of 10, 2.5 million naira. Tickets are available at ariatickets.com. This event is sponsored by Babai Jabu, Premier Lotto, Aman Tequila, Gold Bar, Angelus, Mazzetti, LIRS. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0805 556 4045. Sheila, the Mike Tyson, media partner, TVC.
With Glovo, you've got the city at your fingertips. Craving fried chicken or smoky jollof? Order on Glovo. Running low on toiletries? Glovo's got you. Track the rider as your order makes its way to you. Download Glovo. Order anything you want and receive it in minutes.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Are you ready for a clearance sale deal that will transform your kitchen? Tired of spending endless hours in the kitchen, struggling with bulky appliances? Cooking should be a delight, not a chore. Tired of messy cleanups from kitchen tools that never seem to perform as expected? Do you wish there was a single solution to handle all your blending, chopping, and grinding needs? Introducing the CookX 4-in-1 Blender, the ultimate kitchen tool to revolutionize your cooking. It's a food processor, mixer, grinder, and blender, all in one. The incredible CookX 4-in-1 Blender comes with 3 versatile cup sizes, each tailored to handle a specific task perfectly. The CookX 4-in-1 Blender elevates your cooking, allowing you to effortlessly create truly smooth smoothies. No more stopping, stirring, or straining. Just smooth, consistent results every time. This adaptable blender includes 3 convenient cup sizes, each designed for specific tasks to simplify your life. The 650 milliliter cup, the 450 milliliter cup, the 1.8 liter cup. Additionally, the CookX 4-in-1 Blender features a convenient filter, allowing you to create smooth, pulp-free juices. The secret of the CookX Blender lies in its 800-watt motor, combined with a precision extractor blade, providing the power to transform ordinary foods into extraordinary dishes. And with multiple speeds, you get complete control over any recipe you create. Savory stews, delicious egusi in just 10 to 30 seconds, perfectly blended beans for a kara or moi moi in 1 to 3 minutes, and everything in between.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender has been a game changer for me. It takes the hassle out of meal prep and lets me whip up healthy treats for my family in no time.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender is the only blender I use in my kitchen. Its variable speed control lets me achieve the exact texture I need for each dish.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender is now available exclusively on ShopX TV. For a limited time, we're offering an exclusive clearance sale price with up to 50% off. Typically, you might pay up to 350,000 naira for a blender that doesn't even break down and pulverize stems, seeds, and skins. But call now and get the CookX 4-in-1 blender. Not for 250,000 naira, not even for 200,000 naira, but just 100,000 naira only. That's a saving of over 120,000 naira. Incredible! And that's not all. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code to order the CookX 4-in-1 blender, and we'll also deliver the CookX 4-in-1 blender to your door for free. But hurry, this clearance sale deal is for a limited time only. Stock is running out fast, so don't miss this opportunity to upgrade your kitchen at an unbeatable price.
Proceeding is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Hello there, it's the midweek edition of Business Nigeria. Welcome and thank you for joining us on the show today. These are the top stories that we are tracking for you at this time. Federal government prioritizes agriculture as the backbone of Nigeria's economy. That's according to the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. Commercial banks deposits with CBN raises to 5.5 billion naira. Tech leads Asia share rally, go near record high on federal rate cut bets. Today on the show, we'll take a look at Nigeria 65. Nigeria gained its independence from British colonial rule on October 1st, 1960, highlighting economic achievements and ongoing reforms in various sectors. Later on the show, my colleague will be joining me to review trading activities at the NGX. Well, these are the stories we're tracking for you at this time. Let's go to some business news now. According to a new data, commercial banks deposits with the Central Bank of Nigeria through standing deposit facilities, SDF, raised to a record 5.5 trillion naira following the repayment of open market operations, OMO bills. Open market operation refers to the buying and selling of government securities in the open market as a tool to regulate liquidity, control inflation, stabilize interest rates, and maintain overall monetary stability, and it is operated by the CBN. The data shows that the Apex Bank repaid 731.13 billion naira to investors, pushing banks' deposits with their regulator to an all-time high of 5.5 trillion naira. The surge followed an earlier increase on Monday when the SDF reached 5.38 trillion naira, boosted by excess liquidity from the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee disbursements and OMO repayments. Despite the rise in deposits, banks' opening balance dropped to 2.297.63 trillion naira, representing a 12.19% decline compared to 2.338.97 trillion naira recorded on Monday. The data also shows that currency in circulation recorded a significant decline of 18.84%, falling to 4.92 trillion naira in August 2025 from 4.14 trillion naira in August of 2024. New data from the Central Bank of Nigeria, the CBN, shows that Nigeria spent $2.86 billion on external debt servicing in the first 8 months of 2025. The country spent $3.06 billion on debt in the same period of 2024, representing 70.7% of total foreign payment of $4.33 billion. The new data revealed that although Nigeria reduced its absolute debt service bill by about $198 million year-on-year, debt repayments still dominated its external obligations. CBN's monthly data showed significant fluctuations, reflecting the structure of Nigeria's loan obligation. In January 2025, Nigeria paid $540.67 million on debt, slightly lower than $560.52 million in January 2025. The Nigerian Shippers Council is optimistic that the full implementation of the Single Window Initiative will transform Nigeria's trade ecosystem. Speaking exclusively to TVC News in Lagos, the Executive Secretary of the Council, Pius Akuta, said the initiative is designed to harmonize processes across all ports and trade platforms. He explained that with a single window, data collection, cargo tracking, and information sharing among the agencies will be faster and more transparent. He maintains that the project, once fully operational, will position Nigeria as a stronger player in the international maritime and logistics space. He noted that the system will not only enhance efficiency in cargo clearance, but also help curb smuggling by creating a secure and verifiable trade environment.
Operation. Most of cargo coming into some of these neighboring countries, if you look at the TEUs that they are doing annually, you will know that certainly the consumption cannot be within their internal boundaries. It has to go to some other places. And most of the market is from Nigeria. So we can actually suggest that some of this cargo finds its way through Nigerian borders through smuggling. There's a lot of informal trade going on between our borders and the other neighboring countries, which we want to formalize. We have set up BICs at those border information centers at those areas to be able to monitor what is going in. And we are beginning the process of ensuring that we formalize those trade activities.
We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have our first guest join us in studio. Stay tuned.
And that's it on TVC News. We're back at the top of the hour with more updates. Breaking news. Two words that define our world. Unpredictable but inevitable. It's the rush of adrenaline, the spark that ignites our curiosity. But you see, breaking news is more than just a headline or an attention grabber. It's a responsibility to tell the truth, to seek out the facts, and to share the stories that need to be told.
As a news anchor, I've witnessed history unfold before my eyes.
From moments of triumph to times of tragedy, beyond the screaming headlines, there are real people, real communities and families affected by the news. And that's why breaking news isn't just about being first, but being accurate, balanced, and reliable. It's given our audience the information they need to make informed choices and decisions. At TVC News, that's what we stand for, going beyond the surface, telling the stories that matter, first with breaking news.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba.
Ekaro, Ekudede Asikoyi, Shidadalabayi.
Igbo.
Ndewo, Auto Innovation. Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro.
And Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, sunana Rakia Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you. Faster, smarter, and always reliable. And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian, everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI news anchors.
You're watching Business Nigeria. At independence in 1960, agriculture was Nigeria's economic mainstay. But the discovery and commercialization of crude oil soon transformed the nation's fortunes, making petroleum the dominant source of revenue. 6.5 decades later, Nigeria remains Africa's largest oil producer. Today, as the world pivots to cleaner energy, the challenge before Africa's biggest economy is urgent, diversifying beyond crude oil while reforming the sector to remain competitive. My guest is an energy lawyer and analyst, Dr. Ayodele Oni. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ayodele Oni.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. So in talking about Nigeria's oil and gas industry, Nigeria's economy has often been criticized for being too dependent on oil. Now, in your own view, what are the key consequences of this over-reliance, and why has diversification been so difficult despite the country's vast resources?
Okay, it's historical. If you were doing something a bit tasking, like agriculture, and you suddenly find something that easily gives you income, it's a Dutch disease, right? Everyone is going to just jump on it and abandon those more difficult things, right? So that's what we've had with oil and gas. We had agriculture. You would hear stories about other countries, Singapore and co, who were at our level, Malaysia, those who would come take our palm kernels and now sell more crude. The tragedy isn't even in relying on oil that much. The tragedy is more around not adding value to the oil, not refining it until now, not processing our gas until now, just selling the base resource and buying more expensive petroleum products. It's similar to what I was in Geneva. I was in Geneva 2 months ago, and if you see the chocolate wealth in Geneva compared to the poverty you'd find in a place like Cote d'Ivoire or Ghana, where they get the cocoa from, you know that it's really a tragedy in Africa, more so even West Africa, if historically we've just relied on base resources. Because, it's a balance of trade, balance of payment thing. You sell crude or whatever it is of 1 billion and you are buying back finished product of 1.2, 1.3 billion. It means you're in a deficit. You need to look for more money. That's why very often you find out that African countries, their budgets are in a deficit and they don't always have to borrow money. So I think those have historically been the challenges. It's not good news. It's not that much of a sad news to rely largely on oil, but are you adding value to that oil? Are you then exporting the finished products, which will still make you reasonably okay? And countries like Dubai have then invested in tourism, right? I said country, UAE as a country, then looked at tourism, and a few other countries to have used oil wealth to develop other aspects of the economy. It's those things which we have not done that's a problem, more than even the reliance on oil.
Yes, those things that we have not done seems to be the problem because of the reliance of oil, as you have stated in your opening assertion. But looking at all of this, this over-reliance on oil has ensured that we have been severely affected by fluctuations in global oil prices. Now, how has this left us vulnerable to price shocks?
Oh, it would always leave you vulnerable to price shocks. Once you rely, it then mean you have a budget deficit. Because if you say, for example, that you want to be able to do 2,006,000 barrels per day, and you expect that oil prices will be, say, 70 barrels or 120 barrel, $120 per barrel, and it goes to half of that price, you already have a budget deficit. If 90% of your forex is coming from there, over 50% of your revenue is also coming from there, it immediately becomes a problem, right? Because it means that you're going to derive less than half from what should provide you 50%. And and those other things you can't really guarantee, right? So it leaves us vulnerable, leaves the economy vulnerable. You can wake up and something that, and there's a good example if you read The Gentleman's book. I don't want to go into mentioning names and all of that. Oil prices changed, and it became broke, and it became bankrupt. Whilst the ship was laden with petroleum products. So that's what happens. So imagine that's also a country. So those shocks just can get us very poor. See what's happening in countries like Indonesia. So over reliance just means that international vagaries, international issues just mean that you're in trouble. And even is worse as the world now transitions.
True, transitions to tech. But what can we do? Have we as a country taken steps to go beyond oil? Like the president has been talking about agriculture, we're talking about now there's a new oil, technology and all of that. Have we taken concrete steps to, or is it showing that the steps we are taking is actually pushing us towards non-oil sector and getting some revenue from there and moving us maybe like 60-70% away from oil?
Yeah, I think it was worse, right? I think at some point it was 80% revenue, 90% forex. So if it's 50%, it means that there are other things that have come to the fore. I think taxation, I have reservations with some provisions around the taxation anyway, around CGT and a few things that I think maybe would have put more thought into or more consideration. But that said, tax revenue, I think government is doing a bit more around that, encouraging the guys who are doing fintech, encouraging some of that. But you also need to be careful that some of the signals, even around the tax, don't end up scaring people elsewhere, right? The nomads and all of that. Because the world, like you said, data, tech is becoming the new oil. And I think that as a country, we're not doing that.